Hello everyone, welcome to another reaction. Today we're watching Society of the Snow. Now I only know two things about this movie. There's a bunch of snow and there's a plane crash. And the only way I know about the plane crash is because as I was looking up the movie poster, I just happened to see it. I don't think that's a big spoiler. It's what the movie does with those elements that I'm interested in. Now this was a donation request from my Patreons. Person wanted to stay anonymous, but I just still want to appreciate them for donating for this movie to be seen. I've heard it's a good movie. It got nominated for an Oscar. I'm not sure if it won it or not. Actually, one of my friends and colleague who's also doing reactions on YouTube has a reaction to this. I'll tag their video in the comment. They make really great reactions, so you can check theirs out. Thank you so much for the donation. If you click on this video, thank you so much. I think it's gonna be a good one. I already like the little bit of the premise I know of this movie, so let's check it out. All my Patreons, I appreciate you. If you are ever interested in requesting a movie, there's a tier on my Patreon where you can donate a movie a month and I'll check out the movie. Thank you all for watching. Let us watch Society of the Snow. Again, like I said, I'm excited to see how the movie plays with that premise of a plane crash.
Un avión uruguayo se estrelló en la cordillera de los Andes. Y 5 tripulantes.
Oh, we're starting straight from the plane crash.
¿Qué pasa cuando el mundo te abandona?
The world abandoned us.
Cuando no tenés comida y te estás muriendo.
Rugby. Is it the team that ends up in the plane crash? Look at him go. Pass the ball. I knew he was about to get rocked. At least they're not like legitly mad at him. It's just more fun. Oh yikes, we have nudity. I might need to cut some of this out for YouTube. So it seems like it's all the team. I already love this idea of the Reverend talking about Jesus being stranded and fasted for 40 days. I mean, that's going to be similar to what they go through in the mountain, huh? So it's more for the bonding experience. They want to go. You can tell they're all bonded. Yeah. Last bonding trip. Is he gonna regret taking that trip? He did say this might be our last chance to have fun together, you know, take a trip together. I do know that feeling though of wanting to do something grand, like before you graduate high school, because you know you won't see your friends again. Oh, they're going. Bro. Yo, relax. I bet they're so happy that he's here. Oh, he has a family. Is that the coach? Wow, it's a lot of them. I'm starting to get sad already because from that beginning statement about them being stranded and the world forgetting about them, I'm already feeling in my heart that not all of them are going to make it. And it was a lot of them. That picture was beautiful, by the way, in front of the plane.
Me llamo Numa Turcati. Miro a mi alrededor y no conozco a casi nadie, pero a la vez todo me resulta familiar. Para algunos de ellos, este es el primer viaje lejos de su hogar.
First time away from home, and that might be some of their last too. So it seems like it's not just their rugby team. There are other people as well. I can imagine how this trip will be just pure fun for them. He doesn't know how right he is. Interesting, I love that he's explaining this. Interesting. I always love when films use narrative devices like this to give exposition. Someone is not just plainly telling us what's going on. A character with more experience is explaining to another character who doesn't know it, and in turn explaining to the audience. Some movies don't do it very well, but I like this. He's explaining it to even down to the diagram, which I like a lot. That's literally what he just explained. Is the crash gonna happen early in the movie or? Oh boy. Oh, he's just messing with it. He knows something ain't right. His face is so telling. He's such a good actor. He knows how to play tension. Oh, now they're starting to panic a little bit. My God. That wing is gonna fly off, isn't it? Oh my God, I can feel the fear. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up. Did they make it out? Holy shit. The whole half. God, God, God. The way people got crushed and impaled. What the Oh my God. I didn't know they were gonna depict it so graphic. Oh my God, so many of them got impaled. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oof, 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 oof. Just needed a short break right there, because remember when I said this feels like watching a horror film? It's like watching the way the plane compressed, because like that kinetic energy had to, you know, when it stops. My goodness. That was so graphic. And I bet so realistic too, because like the way all the chairs smushed to each other and like smushed everyone in the process, that was crazy. That moment before the immediate crash, like that moment that the sun came up, I thought they were just playing with our emotions there. Like I thought they survived, and then boom. Oh my God, they're in the middle of nowhere. Day one. Oh my God, he's leaving. Is he trying to say they're... That is horrifying, like trying to get as much info off the pilot. Oh my God. He knows they're screwed.
En pocos minutos la temperatura baja a 30 grados.
Oh my God. They must
Si no
be
nos mató el avión, nos va a
freezing.
matar el frío. Gritan los heridos.
Man. Oh, dead in the morning. Oh my, because if they landed in somewhere remote or tropical, at least they'll be fine, because the snow won't, the cold won't kill them. They're still finding those little moments to smile. There's this concept I picked up when I was watching, I think it was Interstellar. I don't think this is a big spoiler, but two of the pilots were talking, and one of them said something about nature being evil. And the other pilot was like, no, I don't think nature is evil. I think nature is like unrelenting, but not evil. You know, the same way a hungry tiger, you know, hunts and eats. It's not evil, it's just trying to survive. All I'm thinking about even before the crash scene is how beautiful these snowy mountains look. Like, they look so gorgeous, but like, yeah, if you crash land here, like, your chances of survival are close to zero. And they're just in this deep valley. Are they the only survivors?
¿Sabemos dónde estamos?
No, todavía no.
Y la señora que
Oh,
gritó ayer.
También estaba mi primo Daniel.
Vamos a hacer espacio dentro del avión. Poco mejor.
That's very smart of them, like,
Vamos, muchachos, vamos.
making it a shelter. Let them get some sunlight.
Comida. Lo que sea, lo guardás todo en una sola valija.
This one's just getting drunk there. All the food they can find.
¿Y con los muertos qué se hace?
Los acomodamos ahí hasta que venga el rescate.
Man. This is so... Man, it's like, what would the average person do in a situation like this? You know, there's some people that they can't be even close to a dead body or even fathom it. In dire situations like this, it's like you have no option but to just face it. It's like they're hauling dead bodies as if they've been doing it their whole lives. I've only seen a dead body once at my dad's funeral and on real experience. Look at him injured. It's even crazy that he survived the first 2 days. Oh, his sister. Aww.
¿Cuánto tiempo estamos acá?
Oh, they're trying to write help signs. Oh my god, another plane. They're way too tiny for anybody to see them. The disappointment. Interesting. That's what I worry about the most, the injured. Oh my god, it's been 3 planes already. Please, someone see them. Does anyone have like a solar flare? Shouldn't planes have stuff like that?
Seguramente organizan la búsqueda de alguna forma. Ayer estaban acá. Hoy los escuchamos, pero no los vimos. Seguramente están buscando en otra zona.
How are they sure they're even looking for them?
¿Cómo fue?
Y tiene una responsabilidad.
Right.
El rescate va a venir.
That's so interesting that people's different philosophies are clashing here. Because, you know, someone who's an optimist obviously believe help is coming, you know, but someone who's a realist, they're like, I don't know about your faith, man, but he can see how dire their situation is, which, I mean, I understand both sides. It's hard. It's very hard to keep your faith in a situation like this.
3 minutos sin respirar, 3 días sin consumir agua, 3 semanas sin comer.
3 semanas sin comer. Yo llevo 3 días sin comer y me estoy muriendo de hambre.
Roque nos habló de las baterías. Hay que subir a buscarlas allá donde chocamos y hacer funcionar la radio.
I will give them this. They're very ingenious. Like, come on. Making space goggles, like, coming up with plans like this. It's like they're all very ingenious. I don't know if that's the right term. They're very smart and resourceful is what I'm saying. Try not to fall, man, because if one person falls... And one thing I'm happy about, at least, it's not so cold that they get frostbites after like 5 minutes. What is he looking at? Is a storm coming? Is way too tiny for anyone to see and rescue them, right? An avalanche?
Ya van 6 días sin comer.
6 days.
Un paquete de galletitas.
Oh
Ya no hay
my
más.
god. What is this person doing alone out there? Is that glass in someone's skin? Is he eating someone's flesh?
Que anoche se le acercó para decirle que no se va a morir de hambre. No voy a morir.
I mean, I don't blame him, man, because...
Yo le respondí que no tenemos otro camino.
Si queremos vivir, tenemos que estar vivos. Y para estar vivos hay que comer.
there are no other options, man. The dead bodies. I can tell y'all how much I don't like the cold. And I live in the Midwest.
Nos estamos muriendo de hambre.
Si no comemos nos vamos a morir.
Everybody's thinking it.
Afuera hay comida.
Afuera hay proteína, energía que necesitamos. ¿Sabes lo que es una locura, Marcelo? Seguir como estamos.
Roberto.
No podemos aguantar 2 días más.
¿Sabes lo que pasa cuando dejas de comer por tanto tiempo?
Roberto.
El cuerpo se seca, como una planta. Se seca el cerebro. No puedes pensar, Marcelo.
Pea is black.
Acá nos trajo la suerte.
Queremos, Arturo.
It's
se corta un
meat.
cuerpo?
God.
Oh.
And they have to eat it raw too.
Yo lo hago.
Like, these are conversations I never thought I'll ever hear in real life or in movies. Like, trying to justify why you should eat your friend or someone. And of course, they don't want to. Like, it's not lost on me that even the people in support of eating the bodies have reasons why they know it's crazy, but survival, they have to survive. This is not a conversation I ever thought I would hear. and they don't have fire. Whew.
Un órgano vos necesitas el consentimiento del donante. Y usar un cuerpo sin su consentimiento.
Tenemos que comer nomás.
Without consent.
¿Y yo no tengo derecho a hacer todo lo que pueda para poder vivir?
I mean, he's not crazy, but... Oh my god, their bodies are... Is he trying to eat the shoe? Or are they eating it? Gotcha. I had no idea your pee turned black from dehydration and starvation. I mean, I expected this movie to be something like this, but I didn't expect it to be fully like... Oh, that was her last breath.
Ayúdame, por favor. ¿Qué pasa? No está respirando, no sé qué le pasa.
Todo
R.I.P.
cerrado por montañas, con un lago en el fondo que se va a deshelar apenas comience el deshielo. Somos en el momento 27 los vivos.
27.
Hoy se murió la hermana de Nando Parrado. Me dejé verlos un día más.
Burying your sister in the snow is crazy. The reason for his eye injury because he wore glasses, right?
Cementerio.
Day 9. I mean, not to make light of the situation, but I just had lunch. Like a good ass lunch with like rice, tofu, broccoli, like a good ass lunch. And this is not even an hour into the movie and I'm already hungry. So to think about 9 days with no food, no water, in the cold, I can't overstate how that makes that significantly worse.
Si muero les doy permiso para alimentarse de mi cuerpo.
Wow.
Yo doy mi consentimiento también.
Yo también les doy mi permiso.
Is he thinking about ending himself? Oh, they're going to the bodies.
Así tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdónanos, no nos dejes caer en la tentación ni líbranos del mal.
They're ready to eat. And the bodies are probably starting to... I don't blame them, man. They need food. Because both sides have their reasons and you can justify their reasons, honestly. I'm sure even the people who said they wouldn't do it will have to eventually. Oh my
Los primos
god.
Strauch se encargan del trabajo más doloroso. Fito es quien elige los cuerpos, que los tres cortan a escondidas.
Someone had to sacrifice themselves to be the one who cut it.
Una radio.
And I love that all of them are so like diverse in different aspects. Oh, they didn't eat.
Esperando una señal.
You always hear of stories of people who like got stranded somewhere that had to feed on each other to survive cannibalism. But then it's like this is the first time I've actually seen or heard of like the conversations that were happening there. You know, the people's mindsets. You know, yes, you know it's a struggle for you to eat that, but it's like the whole rationale and the arguments and those willing to do it reluctantly and the others that are like out, they would rather die than do it. Like putting us in that conversation, nothing I've ever seen or watched before. Wild. Like, look at them. They're so smart. Look at what they're trying to do. They still haven't eaten anything.
¿Qué es eso?
La nieve es más fácil.
It's easier with snow.
Tienes que comer nomás.
You have to.
No está bien, Pancho.
What happened? What the hell? Wow, they stopped looking for them. Man, it's like the only reason they agreed to do some of the heinous shit they were doing, like eating others, was the hope that they're gonna get rescued soon and they have to stay alive.
Me equivoqué. Les pedí que esperaran el rescate para nada.
Don't blame yourself too
Si
much,
puedo
man.
pedirles algo más. Les pido que coman. Acá lo único que nos queda es la vida.
We have to fight for it. Now I'm thinking, how will they even survive this?
Subimos a buscar la cola del avión. Hay que encontrar las baterías para hacer funcionar la radio.
Oh, they found it. Oh, is that his friend? Yeah, because he saw him flying out the plane. Oh, God. They keep finding more. Man, they're identifying everyone.
Vamos a avanzar.
Oh, God. I don't think they're all going to survive this. I mean, they're lucky that the sun still comes out every day. At least a little bit. This is your average Minnesota morning.
Lo mayor es el esfuerzo por salir. Más fuerte golpea la montaña.
Look at them go. Oh, his teeth is coming off.
Pero tenés que comer nomás. Si no, no vas a llegar a Chile.
You have to eat. You have to just close your heart to it. Wow, he still haven't eaten it.
No mastico más de 2 o 3 veces. Y me obligo a tragar. Por primera vez pienso en la posibilidad de no volver a casa. Pero miro a Nanda y siento esperanza. Entrena cada día con una obsesión.
Que tu rima fue comprada. ¿Por qué no te levantás de ahí y salís a dar una caminada?
I love stuff like this so much because, like, regardless of inhumanity and, like, regardless of the craziness that is going on, like, the human spirit will always find a way to shine. Like, the human spirit will still find a way to laugh, joke. I started doing a lot of movie reactions in December, and it's exposed me to, like, some really dark stories when it comes to war, suffering, genocide, like different things. And a constant with all these movies is this idea of, even in the deepest of sorrows, like, humanity will still find a way to shine. That camaraderie, that laughter, that joy, that love, in whatever little fashion it can come out, it comes out. And I mean, seeing them here, there's a storm outside, but they're all laughing and joking almost the same way like they were at the beginning of the movie, but just a different circumstance. It's so freaking heartwarming. It's so heartwarming to see.
Y eso parece una señal.
Presidential suite.
Mientras una tragedia se desata.
El 13 de octubre cumplió mi mamá. Y lo único que le pido a Dios para el festejo no perder.
It's so good seeing them just smile and laugh. Go ahead, encourage him, encourage him. What now? An avalanche? Start digging, start digging, start digging. It buried the whole plane. Start digging, start digging. Breathe, 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 breathe. Please, everybody, make it. Oh, his wife is still down there. Oh no. Please breathe, please breathe. Another one.
Soy Roberto. Yo también estoy vivo. Soy Moncho.
Acá Pedro Algorta.
¡Marcelo! 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 ¡Marcelo!
Marcelo quedó atrapado.
He was buried.
Llevamos 17 días esperando un momento como este.
You know, it makes you imagine if some of them ever felt like they wish they had died on the plane, you know? Because what he just said about, like, him feeling a moment of silence when he's dead is like, yeah, Marcelo, him not feeling anything must have been a relief. I didn't expect this movie to hit this hard, honestly. I watched Castaway not too long ago. Spoilers ahead for Castaway. You can skip to the forward. But Castaway was so... The crash scene was so horrifying while watching it. And essentially this movie is the crash scene, but 3 hours of it. Are they still buried in the plane? There's another one coming. They're all buried in there.
Hoy es mi cumpleaños.
Wow, his birthday. His subtle voice in his narration just makes it hit so much harder.
Si entra el horno debemos estar muy profundo.
And what they said, this is the 5th day of the snow or something? 18 days, 2 days being buried.
Los Strauch consiguieron que la carne sea solo carne.
No van a hacer nada.
Oh man, they have to eat.
Para seguir hay que comer, ¿no?
I feel this movie is just gonna keep breaking us down as much as it's breaking them down. Cause anytime you think you've seen the worst, just wait. It gets worse, you know?
¿Ahora se van a dejar morir?
Right. After all you've been through, you can't let yourself die now. I don't blame him, man. Careful, careful, careful. Numa, you can bury them some more. 4 days of being buried, yo. Oh my god, this is so claustrophobic. Please, nobody gets stuck. Please. Look at that smile. Gotta celebrate the little wins. Man, gotta celebrate the little wins, man. The little triumphs.
¿Cómo está esa pierna?
No es nada. Es un cortecito nada más.
A mí apenas me quedan fuerzas.
No digas eso, Arturo.
I'm surprised they still have cigarettes left. Good for them, though.
Me dice lo que tengo que hacer en mi casa. Lo que está pasando acá no se puede ver con los ojos de antes. En el Dios que tiene Nando en las piernas para salir a caminar sin condiciones.
I would always love conversations like this, man, because it's like some people believe in God, some people don't, for various reasons. I don't blame homie for thinking, where's God right here? You know, the God I believe in is the God that is saving my life right now. My friends taking care of me, my friends giving me hope. This destroyed plane that is sustaining my life, like that's the God I believe in, you know? Versus the God like he believes in, which is very fair in a situation like this. I love these conversations of, you know, different beliefs and ideologies, especially in times of crisis.
Creo en Roberto, en Nando, en Fito.
And in you, too.
Miren el sol. Hay que esperar.
El deshielo empieza el 15 de noviembre.
Good point.
Ahí suben las temperaturas y hay menor riesgo de tormenta.
2 semanas.
Si ni siquiera sabemos la distancia de la que estamos hablando.
Vamos, dale.
I love that they're prepping themselves or having those discussions of how well to prep. Because some good points are being made, like if we go out too quick, get caught in a storm. Aww. Oh my god.
Albaco un par más.
¿De qué?
¿Le das más o menos días?
I hope they don't plan on living without the
Ya no
rest.
podemos hacer nada, Roberto. Pero vos tenés las mejores piernas del equipo. Tenés que caminar por los demás.
Yeah, he was the one playing alone. You gotta be a team player here, man. These ain't back home on the field. You have to be a team player here.
Arturo Nogueira tiene los pulmones encharcados. Gustavo intenta ayudarlo.
And I think a big part of the trauma too is like watching people close to you die. Not just the survival part, like, but watching people close to you just go one after the other. His leg worries me.
Bajamos para el lado de Argentina.
This is gonna be a very tough journey. Oh, that leg. He's not okay. Fucking A, that leg is definitely affected. They're gonna have to make a tough decision here. Well, at least good choice for him going back instead of pressing on, cause or at least that leg has to get amputated. That leg has to go, man. Bro, seeing each of them die one by one.
Desde el primer momento en el que nos caímos acá, yo traté de ayudar en todo lo que pude. De hacer siempre lo correcto.
And you have helped.
Soy un inútil. ¿Qué sentido tiene la muerte de Arturo?
Liliana lo dio todo. Sepultado bajo la nieve, yo sentía su cuerpo reposando bajo el mío. Y gritarle con todas las fuerzas que tenía: Liliana, aguantá. Veía que pasaban por arriba de ella y... No pisen ahí, no pisen, está Liliana abajo. Es que no había manera de sacarla si yo no salía primero. ¿Qué sentido tiene eso, no?
There's no meaning, you know? Sometimes bad shit just happen.
Y me di cuenta que tenía una misión. Tomar ese amor que estaba apretando ahí contra mi pecho y llevárselo de vuelta a mis hijos.
Man, that was a beautiful conversation right there. As humans, right, like we try to find meaning in things, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. For instance, this is stupid, but before I have a drink here, it's just an energy drink, but before I hit the camera to record, I accidentally spilled this drink right on the floor, and I wasn't obsessed, but I was like, damn, like I spilled my drink. And one of the first things that came to mind is maybe that was a sign that you shouldn't drink this energy drink because you're not supposed to drink energy drinks. They're kind of bad for you with all the caffeine and all that. And in my head, I'm like, nah, Franklin, you were just clumsy and you just accidentally hit your drink down. You know, there's no greater meaning to it sometimes, but I feel like as us humans, we always try to put a greater meaning to things, like to people's deaths, to people's deeds and stuff like that, which I feel like it helps us cope better. It might be a defense mechanism, which is a good thing. But like on the other side, I feel sometimes some things just happen. Bad shit just happen. Like it's okay to find a meaning to it, to keep yourself going. But I feel like that's realization that sometimes you can't control things. Things just happen. So I like that conversation that they're having. He found meaning in his wife's death, which was painful. Like him saying, hugging her, he felt a kind of love for her he's never felt before. So she didn't die in vain. Like he now has a mission to take that same love back home to their kids. You know, this is him finding a meaning to her life based on what he felt in that last moment with her. Freaking beautiful. Like I can't argue against that. I'm just showing like another perspective of it. I love this movie so much. The kind of conversations it's making me have with y'all and just think to myself, it's, man, I love humanity, man. They're gonna have to cut off that because it will just infect the rest of him. That's the axe that's gonna do it.
Estuvimos caminando hacia el este unas 2-3 horas.
No way, they found something?
Hasta que de repente detrás de una loma apareció la cola. Se catapultó para adelante. Estaba todo lleno de valijas desperdigadas, abrigos limpios, cigarrillos.
Cigars.
Me vas a decir lo que puedo comer y lo que no puedo comer.
That moan is real. At least there's a way.
Las baterías del avión en la cola.
Still active too.
¿Viste que Roy arregló la radio portátil?
Let's go.
Vamos a volver.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. I love that they have him here. He's so smart.
Ojalá pudiera ir con ellos. Roy está muy débil y duda que esa radio funcione.
16601. Hola.
Come on,
Hola.
please.
Somos los uruguayos que caímos en los Andes. Hola.
Please tell me someone can hear them.
Cada día que pasa, perdemos un poquito más de vida. Lo que al principio parecía impensable, después dejamos de darle importancia.
Yep, at some point you just stop caring.
No te rindas ahora.
No me estoy rindiendo, Pancho.
You have to, though.
¿Crees que piense en mí? Tengo 25 años, Pancho. Me queda todo por hacer. Volver a ver a mis hermanos, quiero ver a mi madre, ver a mi padre.
Dale, bobo.
Dale.
Let it out.
Mira esto.
What'd they find?
¿Qué es eso?
Es impermeable.
¿Hay más?
Roy. Keep it up, Roy.
No funcionó lo de la radio. Encontramos
At least they tried.
Mejor hagamos un sobre de dormir. Podríamos hacer uno grande.
58 días después que desapareció el
They're so desperate.
aérea uruguaya con 40 pasajeros y 5 tripulantes de
Wow, have they resumed the search?
de los Andes.
Dale, Roberto. ¿Todavía crees que piensan que estamos vivos? Esto no es
This
estar
is-
vivos.
This is not a time to fight.
¿Y ustedes pretenden subir la montaña durmiendo en esto?
That's the only option you have, though. And this just shows how times of crisis can make even the nicest and most reasonable people so frustrated that they act outside their own character. Again, the nature looks so beautiful, but it is so unforgiving. Oh, look at all their beautiful faces.
Tintín se empeña en sacar fotografías, como si tomara recuerdos de un viaje que tiene fecha de regreso.
Oh my god, they covered the human
¿Para quién serán
remains.
esas imágenes? ¿Qué nos pasó?
I mean, when these photos reach
¿Quién fue?
everyone else, memories.
Que tenés mi permiso para usar mi cuerpo.
Oh god. Don't tell me he's gonna die.
Está bien, estoy tranquilo. Estoy preparado para lo que viene. Saber que ustedes siguen.
I love the close-up
Solo pone
shots.
contento, Nando.
I love the close-up shots. It really puts us right there with them. Getting to the point where you're prepared with your own death. Our narrator is dead.
Morí el 11 de diciembre de 1972, mientras dormía.
Because he was the narrator of the movie, I just assumed he'll survive. But this is heartbreaking. There's no greater love. I think it's a good idea for some of them to stay. They would have been dead a long time if they didn't eat each other.
¡Vamos, ¡Miren a los dos lados antes de cruzar y después no se olviden de nosotros! ¡Acá nos esperamos, amigos! ¡Paso a paso, ¡Vamos!
Keep going. Wow. And you can tell they feel they have to make it because of what they've been through and all the people they left behind. This is impressive because they've essentially turned into mountain climbers. Please tell me you see something. Jesus. Oh my god. Please, we're due for some good news. Bro. It's like they got over one mountain and there's like a dozen left.
Yo no voy a volver. Los Andes se tienen que terminar en algún momento. Ahí detrás está el mar. Después de todo lo que subimos, es solo atravesar el valle. Solo tenemos comida para una semana.
Right.
Yo estoy pidiendo que me acompañe. En el medio hay como dos tetitas.
He's basically asking him to have faith. Did I mention I love the close-up shots?
Desde arriba se ven unos picos más bajos. Tienen un color como más amarronado. Los muchachos están bien, están perfectos. Nada los va a parar.
Nothing's gonna stop them. This movie is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. And the fact that it's in the snow makes it 10 times worse, because it's slowing down their whole momentum. Like, they're just moving like snails at this point. And I bet in those valleys they have to be super careful. Wow, no snow. Oh god. Wow, water.
Roberto. Roberto. Nando. Ayúdenos, por favor.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they made it.
Hace 10 días que estamos caminando. En el avión quedaron 14 personas.
Oh my god.
¿Cuándo nos van a buscar arriba?
They made it.
No podemos ni caminar.
Oh my god, they must feel like they're in heaven. Eating food that is not human flesh. Oh my days. Is that a news crew? Oh, they're gonna hear that they've been found, won't they? Are you guys still alive? Oh, this is about to be the best news they've ever heard in their lives.
Interrumpimos, amigos oyentes, porque ya se conoce la identidad de los dos jóvenes. Se trata de Roberto Canesa y Fernando
Oh man. Day 71. Clean yourself up. This is making me feel so good, but so warm inside, man.
¿Qué hacemos con todo esto?
God, all their bodies.
Roberto Canesa, Gustavo Servino, Eduardo Strauch.
Oh man, and people back home right now hearing the names, obviously they'll be happy, but they'll be heartbroken that, you know, their family members are not among the ones who survive, because so many of them passed away.
Fernando Parrado, Ramón Sabella.
Is this a true story?
Javier Metol.
Oh man, seeing that helicopter?
Daniel.
We're going home. No, you can't leave it. I'm sure some of them are in disbelief because they never thought they would make it out of here. That's crazy because this was their home for... I'm sure people will come here to investigate the scenes after, but... That scene had me, man.
El 22 de diciembre de 1972, 16 sobrevivientes regresaron de los Andes.
We have a different narrator now.
Todos fuimos fundamentales.
Muma. What miracle?
¿Qué hace acá esta multitud?
What is this crowd doing here for real?
Preguntan los médicos con sus exámenes y sus instrumentos.
Oh, that feels extra, but...
Sus cuerpos esqueléticos quemados por el sol.
God. It would take them a while to recover for sure.
Los periódicos hablan de los héroes de los Andes, los que regresaron de la muerte para reencontrarse con sus padres.
I mean, thinking they've been dead for months.
Y sus hijos.
I want them to show some of the families that their loved ones didn't make it, you know? Like, these men are traumatized forever.
sigan cuidándose unos a otros y cuéntenle a todos lo que hicimos en la montaña.
I love how they all huddled up together there, because that's how they survived there. What a film. I'm gonna lose my shit. Is this based on a true story? Holy shit, these are the real pictures. These are their real pictures. I'm so glad I watched this movie. I no words sometimes, man. Like, I had no idea this movie was going to be so graphic. I had no idea it was a true story. Nevertheless, what an amazing movie. Like, it just showed, I think some of my favorite parts of this movie was just the way they survived, the way different ideologies clashed, but overall they always made the best decision for survival, to keep each other's morale high. I love that the first portion of the movie really focused on their relationship as a team, them hanging out, them telling, what's his name, Muma, to come to the trip with them, that might be the last chance they get to have a fun trip like that. So I love how they established their relationship. The crash scene was horrific. It was horrifying, the way it was depicted. And I mean, who knows, the real life situation might have been like 10 times worse than how it was shown. Like, it went on for so long and it really showed you the horrors of it. I did not expect them to even survive a couple of days after it happened, but you know, they're a very resilient group of men and women, and you know, they all came together and like put their brain power together and, you know, found a way to survive a little bit. There's this whole idea I talked about how nature is beautiful but so unrelenting, because every time you think they have a breakthrough, something worse happened. Be it them running out of food, the decision to start eating, you know, each other, the whole argument surrounding that, the avalanche, them being buried. Oh my goodness, this movie, it really played on the human condition. And I love character driven stories like this, that like their real character, their real humanity really came out, you know, in different moments, in moments of their weakness, you know. God, the avalanche scene, like, I was just talking about how fun it was, or how heartwarming it was, that in the midst of all this, they were all just huddled in the cabin, just talking and just laughing, making jokes. And the next second is like they're buried like a couple feet deep in snow. So horrifying how unrelenting nature can be. You know, they had to come in terms with losses real quick. The way they handled the dead, the way they buried each other, it was so beautiful. The ending really, I mean, Muna dying was very, because he's our protagonist, like he's the one we followed throughout the story, so him dying was kind of a curveball, like a little, you know, plot twist. You know, he even narrated his own death, like he died in his sleep and all that, and it was so heartbroken. I love that there was this conversation about the meaning of death, or like what the death means, and like some people find deeper meaning in the death, you know, and some people, you know, talk about their belief or disbelief in religion and how they're finding their savior in other things. Like, come on, I could talk about this movie forever. It was hard. It was hard. The scene of Muna and what's his name, Pedro, I can't remember, the scene of the two friends from the beginning, him telling him to cry, you know, him saying he wants to go home and experience other things, even though he don't like dancing, he wants to go home and dance. You know, situations like this really make you appreciate life and all the things we take for granted, you know. And he told him to cry, like if he'll feel better to cry. And I love that beautiful moment of them crying. And multiple times after that, like Muma still cried a couple of times. So I love that character growth. The resilience in the end to keep moving till they made it to Chile was so beautiful. Like, I got emotional when they got rescued, man, because it's like, god damn it, like something good had to happen for them. They have been through hell. And during the ending credits, to find out that it was a true story just based on the pictures of the other people they were showing, that even made it more surreal, because this is not just fiction. Like, these are true stories, like with their pictures and all. Man, I am so glad I watched this movie. I'm so glad I made a Patreon request tier, because I do love having recommendations, but I just made that tier if some people want to expedite the process and make me watch something ASAP. And I've done 4 so far, and all 4 of them have been amazing movies. So like, low-key, I feel like I'm watching absolutely great movies off donations, and I just want to thank the person that donated for this movie to be seen. It is a great movie that is worth being seen. Like, these men and women, their stories need to be heard, and it was beautiful. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. This was a powerful one. This was a beautiful one. I am so happy, so happy that I watched this movie. Yo, take care of yourself. Peace.